All right, so you're ready to really get into wholesale nectar
We're
collectors.
going to deep dive into
A
it.
deep dive. You're looking to source these for your business.
That's right.
And we've got a pretty expensive list here and 10 US-based websites all ready to supply.
Yep.
But it's not just about, popping on a site and picking one and placing an order. It's about finding the right partner.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do today. So
So,
we'll be looking at everything from their shipping reliability,
mm,
minimum order quantities, design, aesthetics,
all the important stuff.
even those after-sales perks.
Yeah, those are important nowadays.
So are you ready to kind of cover some hidden gems and figure out which supplier is the perfect fit for your business?
Let's do it.
I know I am.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that the nectar collector market has really evolved.
It has.
And so has the wholesale landscape.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about those basic honey straws anymore.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we're seeing a real emphasis on design, branding, and catering to those niche markets.
So true. It's like nectar collectors are becoming like a way to express personal style,
Yeah,
almost like a fashion accessory to
exactly.
your smoking experience.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And this is reflected in the suppliers themselves.
Okay.
Some prioritize speed and efficiency, getting those classic styles out the door ASAP,
Yeah.
while others are pushing the boundaries of design,
Yeah.
attracting those consumers who want something unique,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even a bit flashy.
Okay, well, let's jump right into our list here.
Okay.
We've got Closer Glass, Toker Supply, Dank Geek, Smoke Cartel, Nectar Collector Official, those are the OGs of the honey straw puffing bird, Thick Ass Glass, Daily High Club, Luca, and Grassity.
Wow, that's a lot.
10 websites, 10 potential partners.
That's a lot to consider.
Where should we start?
Well, I think it's helpful to think about this in terms of your business needs and priorities.
Okay.
What are your non-negotiables?
Yeah, that's a great point.
What absolutely has to be there for you to even consider a supplier?
Right.
Is it speed, unique designs, brand recognition,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's something like robust after-sales support?
Right. Like if you're a small shop on the East Coast and you need like a quick restock of those classic nectar collectors, maybe a supplier with a U.S. warehouse like Clover Glass
Oh, yeah.
would be a huge advantage. You could potentially save a ton on shipping costs, avoid those long read times.
And their LA warehouse isn't just about speed for the East Coast.
Right.
It also offers strategic advantages for retailers nationwide.
Okay.
Faster shipping often translates to happier customers
Oh, for sure.
and potentially fewer stockouts during peak seasons.
And now let's say you're on the West Coast, have a bit more flexibility with your timeline, and you're really drawn to those bold, colorful pieces. Immediately comes to mind, right?
Absolutely. They're all about those eye-catching designs.
Yeah.
And being on the West Coast, shipping from their U.S. families would be super convenient.
It's like they've cornered the market on nectar collectors that look like they belong in a modern art museum.
I love that. Speaking of markets, if brand recognition is your top priority, working with a name like Smoke Cartel or Grassity
Yeah.
could be a smart move.
Right.
They've already built that trust and familiarity with consumers.
Right. It's like instant credibility. People see that logo and they're like, okay, I know what I'm getting.
Exactly.
A certain level of quality and style.
And that could be a big selling point, especially if you're targeted those customers who are already loyal to those brands. You're essentially tapping into their existing customer base.
Now, for those larger retailers out there, maybe with multiple locations,
Yeah.
you need to place bulk orders and minimize the risk of brokerage. Clover Glass's pallet-based ship-in model could be a game changer.
Definitely. It sounds like a lot, at least 20 boxes per shipment, but it's designed to protect those fragile glass pieces during transport.
Right.
Plus, when you consider the potential savings on shipping costs over time, especially with their LA warehouse,
Yeah.
it might actually be more cost-effective in the long run.
And let's not forget about their expertise in customs clearance. That alone can save retailers a ton of headaches,
Oh, yeah.
especially those who are newer to importing.
It's like having a built-in safety net.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Clover Glass is going to handle those logistical hurdles.
Right.
So you can focus on what you do best selling those nectar collectors.
Okay, so we've talked speed, brand recognition, and bulk orders.
Uh-huh.
But what about those retailers who are curating a truly unique collection, those who are willing to pay a premium for high-quality, handcrafted pieces? Where do they fit into this picture?
Well, for them, Nectar Collector Official might be the holy grail.
Oh,
They're the
yeah.
pioneers, the ones who started it all.
The OG honey straw masters?
Precisely. Their pieces have that authentic heritage appeal
Yeah.
that resonates with collectors who value craftsmanship and quality. Plus, their brand recognition is huge. So, you're offering a product that customers already trust and desire.
It's like selling a piece of history, a
Yeah.
piece of the culture.
And speaking of culture, let's not forget about those retailers who are super active on social media,
Right.
always looking for those limited edition collaborations and themed releases to generate buzz. Daily High Club and Smoke Cartel are killing it in that space.
They're always on top of the trends,
Yeah.
partnering with popular brands and creating those exclusive drops that get people talking.
And by aligning with them, retailers can tap into that excitement,
Yeah.
that built-in audience, and drive traffic to their own online stores and social media channels.
It's like a symbiotic relationship where everyone benefits.
Absolutely. But we've only just scratched the surface here.
Oh, we have a lot more to get into.
We've got to dive deeper into each of these suppliers,
Okay.
exploring their strengths and how they align with different business strategies.
Right. And we also need to unpack those crucial factors that can make or break a deal.
Yeah,
Things like minimum order quantities, ship-in costs, and those after-sales perks that can really add value.
because at the end of the day, it's not just about finding a supplier. It's about finding the right partner, the one who can help you take your business to the next level.
And we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Absolutely. It's fascinating how this evolution in nectar collectors is mirroring what we see in other areas of the smoking industry.
Oh, yeah.
Consumers are becoming more discerning. They're looking for quality craftsmanship,
Right.
a brand that aligns with their values.
Yeah.
It's not just a transaction anymore.
Right.
It's about making a statement.
It's like how craft beer exploded.
Oh, yeah.
People wanted something more than just the mass-produced options. They wanted flavor, variety, story behind their brew.
Exactly.
And I think we're seeing that same shift in the nectar collector market.
Yeah.
Consumers are looking for pieces that reflect their personality, their style,
Right.
their appreciation for good design.
I love that.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about the nitty-gritty, those
Yeah.
key factors that can make or break a wholesale deal.
All right.
Starting with minimum order quantities, or MUQs, for smaller shops just starting out,
Yeah.
those high MOQs can be a real barrier to entry.
They can be intimidating for sure.
Yeah.
But it's important to understand the reasoning behind them.
Okay.
Suppliers often set MOQs to ensure production efficiency
Okay.
and minimize their own costs.
Right. It's like economies of scale.
Exactly.
The more you order, the lower the cost per unit.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean smaller shops are out of luck.
Okay.
Some suppliers, like Dank Geek and Toker Supply, offer more flexibility with their MOQs.
Okay.
They understand that not every retailer is ready to commit to a pallet load of product right off the bat.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
It gives those smaller businesses a chance to experiment with different styles, test the market,
Yeah.
see what resonates with their customers
Exactly.
before committing to a huge order.
And that experimentation phase can be crucial for those who are building a brand identity and trying to carve out their niche in the market.
Now let's talk about shipping,
Okay.
because let's face it, nobody wants to wait weeks for their order to arrive.
Especially with fragile items like nectar collectors,
Right.
a speedy and reliable shipping process can be the difference between happy customers
Yeah.
and a pile of broken glass.
Exactly. So for those retailers who need things ASAP,
Yeah.
a U.S.-based supplier with a well-established logistics network is key. Closure Glass, with their L.A. warehouse and their focus on fast turnaround times,
Right.
is a prime example.
And it's not just about the location of the warehouse.
Yeah.
It's about their internal processes,
Right.
their relationships with shipping carriers, their commitment to getting those orders out the door quickly and efficiently.
Now, we touched on this earlier, but it's worth diving deeper into those hidden shipping costs that can really sneak up on you.
Oh, yeah.
Things like customs fees, insurance, special handling charges, those can add up quickly and eat into your profit margins.
That's why it's crucial to have those transparent conversations with potential suppliers. Ask about their shipping policies,
Right.
their fees, and their insurance options.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to negotiate. Shop around for the best rates.
Right. And be sure to factor in those potential shipping costs when you're comparing prices from different suppliers. Sometimes that seemingly lower price tag can end up costing you more in the long run if those shipping fees are through the roof.
Now let's shift gears again.
Okay.
Talk about those all-important after-sales perks.
Okay.
Those value-added services that can really make a supplier stand out from the crowd.
Because it's not just about getting the product in the door.
Right.
It's about having a partner who's invested in your success, who's there
Hmm.
to support you every step of the way.
Exactly. And those perks can range from market immaturities and product training
Okay.
to custom packaging design,
Hmm.
even assistance with social media promotion.
Cloverglass, for instance, provides professional product photos for their wholesale clients.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's huge, especially for online retailers who need those high-quality images to make their listings pop.
It's a smart move on their part
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because it not only saves their clients time and money,
Right.
but it also ensures that their products are being presented in the best possible light.
Right. It's like they're saying, we're not just selling you nectar collectors, we're helping you sell them.
And then you have suppliers like Daily High Club who leverage their massive social media following
Right.
to promote their wholesale partners' products.
Yeah.
Talk about a win-win.
That's like free marketing.
Yeah.
And for smaller businesses who are still milled in their online presence, that kind of exposure can be invaluable.
It's all about finding those suppliers who are thinking beyond the transaction,
Mm.
who see their wholesale clients as partners in their success.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground
Yeah,
here,
we have.
from MOQs and shipping costs to after-sale perks.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we actually apply this information to make a decision?
Right.
How do we narrow down those 10 suppliers and find the one that's the perfect fit?
Well, I always recommend starting with a list of your non-negotiables.
Okay.
What are those deal breakers? What are those must-haves that a supplier absolutely has to offer?
Right. Is it fast shipping, flexible MOQs, custom branding options?
Once you have that list,
Okay.
you can start to eliminate those suppliers who don't meet your criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's about weighing the pros and cons
Right.
of the remaining options.
And that's where those categories we talked about earlier come into play.
Mm.
Shipping and logistics,
Yep.
budget and volume, product style and brand identity, risk management, after-sales support.
Exactly. By carefully evaluating each supplier based on those categories,
Okay.
you can start to see a pattern emerge.
Mm-hmm.
You'll identify those suppliers who align with your priorities,
Right.
your values, and your vision for your business.
Okay, so let's walk through a few hypothetical scenarios
Oh.
to illustrate how this process might work in practice.
Okay.
Let's say you're a small boutique on the East Coast.
Mm.
You're all about curating a collection of unique high-end nectar collectors.
Okay.
And you're willing to pay a premium for those handcrafted pieces?
In that case, Nectar Collector Official might be a great fit.
Okay.
They're the pioneers of the honey straw.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for their craftsmanship and quality.
Yeah,
Their pieces have that authentic heritage peel
right.
that discerning collectors value.
Plus, their brand recognition is huge.
It is.
So, you're offering a product that customers already trust and desire.
Exactly. Now, if you're a retailer who's really active on social media,
Hmm.
you're looking for suppliers who have a strong online presence.
Right.
You're interested in those limited edition collaborations,
Okay.
themed releases.
Daily High Club and Smoke Cartel are both strong contenders in that arena.
They are.
They've both got a great social media presence. They're known for their collaborations with popular brands.
Yep.
They often offer those exclusive drops that generate a lot of buzz online.
And by partnering with them, you can tap into that existing audience, excitement, driving traffic to your own online store and social media channels.
Right.
It's a win-win.
Okay, now let's say you're a larger retailer.
Okay.
Maybe you have multiple locations. And you're looking to place a large order of those classic, reliable nectar collectors.
I see.
You need a supplier who can handle those bulk orders efficiently and minimize the risk of breakage during shipping.
In that case, Cloverglass might be your best bet.
Okay.
Their pallet-based approach, their U.S. warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
their focus on sturdy packaging,
Right.
and their expertise in customs clearance
Yeah.
make them the ideal partner for larger orders and risk mitigation.
Plus, they offer those custom branding options.
They do.
So you can create a unique product line that reflects your brand identity,
Mm.
even if you're going for those classic styles.
Exactly. So as you can see, there's no single best supplier.
Right.
It all comes down to your individual needs, your priorities, and your vision for your business.
And that's where the real fun begins.
Yeah.
This research phase is all about exploring possibilities, identifying those hidden gems,
Right.
finding those suppliers who truly resonate with your brand and your values.
Absolutely.
Like a treasure hunt. But instead of searching for buried gold, you're searching for the perfect partners to help your business grow and thrive.
And remember, this is an ongoing process.
Okay.
The wholesale landscape is constantly evolving. New
Mm.
suppliers are emerging.
Yeah.
Existing suppliers are adapting to meet the changing needs of the market.
Right.
So stay curious. Keep
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to switch things up as your business grows
Okay.
and your needs evolve.
That's such a great point. Don't feel like you're locked into one supplier forever. The beauty of this industry is that there's so much variety and flexibility.
Yep.
You can mix and match, experiment,
Mm.
and find what works best for you at each stage of your business journey. It's all about adapting and evolving, just like those nectar collectors themselves. You know, they've gone from those basic honey straws to these intricate, stylish pieces.
Right, and just like you wouldn't wear the same outfit to every occasion,
Yeah.
you shouldn't limit yourself to just one supplier.
Okay.
Maybe you start with a smaller order from Dank Geek to test the waters.
Mm-mm.
Then scale up with a pallet from Cloverglass as your business grows.
Okay.
And maybe you throw in a few limited edition pieces from Smoke Cartel to create some buzz and tap into their social media clout.
Right.
It's all about finding the right mix for your unique needs.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of unique needs, let's circle back to that crucial question we touched on earlier.
Okay.
What story do you want your nectar collectors to tell? Because at the end of the day, the product is just a vessel for that story.
That's a great way to put it. It's like the difference between just selling a book and creating a reading experience.
Right.
You want your customers to feel something.
Yeah.
To connect with your brand on a deeper level.
Absolutely. So are you curating a collection of like bold, artistic pieces that appeal to those who appreciate modern design and craftsmanship?
Yeah.
Or are you more focused on those durable, functional designs
Right.
that resonate with those who value practicality and longevity?
Those are all important considerations.
Maybe you're all about those classic honey straw designs?
Yeah.
Tapping into that sense of nostalgia and heritage? Whatever your story is,
Yeah.
make sure it's reflected in the products you choose, the way you display them, and the message you convey to your customers.
Because it's that story that's going to set you apart from the competition. That's going to draw customers in and keep them coming back for more.
Okay, so we've talked about websites, we've analyzed key factors, we've explored hypothetical scenarios, and we've even delved into the power of storytelling.
We've covered it all.
But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I think it's important to touch on one final point.
Okay.
One that often gets overlooked, but can make a huge difference in your overall success.
What was it?
Building strong relationships with your suppliers?
Absolutely. This goes beyond just placing orders and tracking shipments.
Right.
It's about communication, collaboration, mutual respect.
It's about seeing your suppliers as partners in your success, not just vendors you buy from.
Exactly. So reach out to them, ask questions, share your feedback. Let them know what's working and what's not.
Right.
The more open and transparent you are,
Okay.
the stronger that relationship will become.
And a strong relationship with your supplier can lead to all sorts of benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Better pricing, priority shipping, early access to new products, even customized solutions tailored to your specific needs.
It's like any relationship. The more you invest in it,
Right.
the more you get out of it.
So there you have it.
That's it.
Everything you need to know to navigate the exciting world of wholesale nectar collectors.
We did it.
We've covered a lot of ground today, but remember, this is just the beginning of your journey.
Keep exploring.
Yeah.
Keep asking questions.
Right.
Keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And most importantly, have fun.
Yeah.
Because when you're passionate about what you do, it shows. And that passion is contagious.
So go out there, find those perfect partners, and build the business of your dreams.
Until next time, happy sourcing.